we should know that everyone in this room shares the same goals. They have shown that the IRGC, which keeps the regime in power by brutally suppressing protesters, has been shaken by the events of last year. And things are only going to get worse for it. I'm confident of that. I believe it with all my heart for the Iranian people and the resistance, informed and encouraged by the folks in this room today, is stronger than they are. Each of us, everyone around the world must recognize what these uprisings are aimed at. They are aimed at a democratic free republic of Iran that is devoid of any form of dictatorship. That's our objective. Everyone here shares that goal. It was appalling that the Office of Special Envoy for Iran at the State Department, in the midst of the Iranian uprising, chose to focus his attacks on the MEK. Instead of supporting protesters, it's thought to please the Ayatollah, even using the same words that were used by the regime. Let me be clear. Attacks against those who seek freedom and democracy in Iran is absolutely deplorable, whether it comes from my government or anywhere else. No patriotic American, Republican or Democrat, should want this. And speaking of absurd, $6 billion. $6 billion of appeasement. More evidence that the Biden administration's recent decision to pay to get Americans home to their families, something that I worked so hard to do for so long. We got 58 Americans home during my time in the Trump administration. $6 billion. Claims abound that this money can only be used for humanitarian purposes. You should laugh there. Let's be clear. We know this. There is zero chance this money is going to benefit the Iranian people. None. You all know this. The regime just got $6 billion to spread terror to America, to Israel, and to destroy its enemies all across the world. And it'll use this money to go after Iranian dissidents, both outside of the country and inside of the country. $6 billion to fund its brutal oppression of the organized resistance inside of Iran. This is a page straight out of President Obama's playbook. This case was made again when President Obama, without Senate approval, committed the American people to the 2015 deal, which put Iran on the pathway to a nuclear weapon and a nuclear weapons program, one that they're on the cusp of achieving today. That money did not benefit Iran's people or move it towards freedom and any internal change. Instead, it did what that money always does. It fueled the Ayatollah's capacity to harm the Iranian people. Let us not forget to win and make sure that the Ayatollah and his kleptocratic theocracy loses. Let us not forget about all those who have sacrificed so much to get us to where we are today. And let us not forget that our work continues to be noble and decent and right. And when we do, this righteous project to lead Iran back to a place where the people of Iran once again can continue to live their lives as they see fit, that this day will come upon us soon. I know it will be so. I'm inspired to be here. Thank you, President Rabi, for letting me do this.